to another edition of Sticks and Stones. I'm your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the chilly confines on the patio here at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. And we went from blistering hot to wintertime, Texas style, pretty much like that, which is the way it normally happens. One day it's like 105 and you're sweltering, and then all of a sudden you're putting your coats on. It's about 45 degrees out here right now, which is wintertime in Texas, and it's actually supposed to be colder the next few days. So there's actually a freeze watch in effect for Halloween morning. So the kiddos going out Halloween night are probably going to have to put on some coats. They'll be, I don't know, maybe they can dress up as skiers, something like that. But I have a great show lined up for you today. I am pairing a Gloria Cubana Serie with WhistlePig Piggyback Bourbon. I believe it is going to be a great matchup. So right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, the Gloria Cubana Serie Maduro, this particular Vitola is a Robusto Gordo, 5.5 by 56 on the ring gauge, which is just about where I like them. I think I do smoke a lot of Robustos at 50s, but that is about the slimmest cigar I'll go with, and generally a 60 is the largest. I know that there are some 7 by 70s and even 8 by 80s out there. I ain't man enough for that. I've been smoking cigars for 20 years. But anyway, back to this cigar. As has been the kind of the theme here lately, Mexican San Andres is in the mix. So the wrapper of this particular stick is a Mexican San Andres Maduro. The binder is Nicaraguan, and the filler is a blend of Nicaraguan and Dominican tobaccos. Now, the country of origin is the Dominican Republic, and it was rolled at the General Cigar Dominicana factory. Now, visually, I have to get in, it's cloudy today, I got to kind of get a little bit of light here. Visually, I mean, it's a beautiful stick. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but not a lot. It's kind of patchy, I guess. You'll have some spots of sheen, and then you'll have spots that kind of look like paper bag paper. But overall, it's a beautiful stick. It's constructed very well. It has some minimal veining in it. It's somewhat pronounced. There's not a lot of veins, but what there is, you can see very well. And it is, I mean, the seams they're tight and nearly invisible. And also, I do love the particular wrapper on this one. It's kind of an extra wide wrapper with with La Gloria on the front herself there, with Serie Mexican San Andres. So it is it's a wonderful stick. Now on the nose, wind's blowing and it's cold, so I gotta maybe pull out some different things to try and make this work. On the nose, I'm getting some hints of cedar, leather, maybe a little bit of coffee, and just maybe kind of a touch of earthiness. And it has a triple cap. Now, let's go ahead and give this a cut, test out the cold draw. Sorry, I'm a little cold, so the brain's not firing exactly the way it normally would. I'm using my Cassetti combo cutter. It's a combo guillotine and V cutter, and I'm going to use the V cut. Now this has an excellent pre-light draw to it. It's very, very smooth and easy. I don't really think it's overly easy. I'll kind of watch that as I go along and see if it's maybe a little too loose. But for right now, I think it's okay. And the palate's very simple. I'm getting coffee, and I'm getting an earthiness, maybe with just a little bit of cedar in there as well. It's going to be a good stick, I know it. All right, now WhistlePig Piggyback Bourbon. This particular bourbon has a 6-year age statement. The mash bill is undisclosed, but it's a bourbon, so by law it has to be 51% corn, plus there's rye and malted barley in there as well. It is distilled in Vermont and Indiana, and it is 50% alcohol by volume, which is 100 proof. I'll do something a little different today. Love that cork pop. Just going to take it right out of the bottle. Now it's very, the nose is very sweet and rich with some really nice notes of maple and vanilla and some oak and maybe just some touches of like Christmas spices like cloves and cinnamon and nutmeg, all those things kind of mixed up together. It's got a really great nose on it. Can't wait to taste it. Pardon me. I'm having to improvise. And also at 100 proof, there's a little bit of alcohol on the beginning of the nose, but it's not a lot, and it's rapidly taken over by the maple and the vanilla, and it's a very rich, nosy spirit. All right, now let's go ahead and try it. Tried to make that quick so you all wouldn't realize that I forgot my Glencairn. I brought everything out here but my glass, so I had to improvise. Fortunately, I was prepared. Now there's a kind of a moderate richness on the palate. I think it may actually be a little richer in the nose than it is on the palate, but it's still, like I said, moderately rich. And it is pleasantly complex. There are notes of sweet cream and maple. There's a little bit of like brown sugar in there, and then a bit of oak with some more of those Christmassy spices like was on the nose. The finish is, it's a fairly long finish. I can still taste it. And it's maple and spice and oak that just carries over from the nose to the palate to the finish. It kind of all ties together. It's a really good bourbon, even though Northerners make it. So now let's light this stick up and try these together. Touch that up a little bit. All right, down here on the bottom. There it went. There's a lot of smoke coming off this stick. And off the light, I get kind of a pretty hefty dose of like a molasses sweetness, a heavy sweetness, and also some earthiness, and a little bit of spice thrown in there too. Maybe not the Christmassy kind of spice, maybe like a little spicy. This does have some rye in it, so there should be a little bit of spice in there. Yeah, I think these are going very well together. I'll hold this up so those of you on the video can see that, checking my camera over here. I've got it on so I can kind of see what's going on. It's burning a little wonky. So I'm going to keep my eye on that. Matter of fact, I'm going to try and touch it up. I really think that the cold weather may be just affecting this just a little bit. And it's rainy. It's been drizzling. And I mean, I'm not like an expert at this kind of stuff, but I would think that would kind of change the flavor profiles because the air's heavier. I don't know. That's very sciencey. This is a really great stick. I love the Mexican San Andres wrappers, and I love La Gloria Cubana. I've had several of their sticks, and I have not had one yet that I have not liked. All right, I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the halfway mark, and I will come back and give you an update. Hey, Stoners, I am back. Entering the second half, there really hasn't been a major change in the profile of the stick, but a kind of a rich leather has joined in with the other flavors from the initial light, and the piggyback is still melding very well. And really, the kind of the sweetness is what's tying this all together. If you remember, the piggyback has a lot of maple and brown sugar and kind of some spiciness, and then the stick has kind of a molassesy kind of sweetness and some earth and a little spice thrown in. So they are really coming together very well, and it doesn't seem like anything's going to change, but I'm going to go ahead and do all of my due diligence. I'm going to smoke it to the band and drink responsibly. So I will be back to give you my final thoughts. Hey, Stoners, I am back. The last half of the La Gloria Cubana Serie S Maduro didn't really see much of a change. That rich molasses flavor and earthiness pretty much ruled the day, with some spice and some leather in there, kind of in support. The La Gloria Cubana Serie S is blended very well with the that sweet, rich profile on the Piggyback bourbon. I would give the stick, I'd give it a 90 matchsticks out of 100. It is a very well constructed cigar. It's got a lot of good things going on the nose, got a lot of good things going on the palate, and I think when you're talking about blending with something along the lines of a bourbon that's a little sweeter, that is definitely a good choice. So I would definitely recommend that. I would give the WhistlePig Piggyback Bourbon, I'd give it a 91 Whiskey Stones. I really, it's not a perfect, spirit, but boy, it is really good. It's aged 6 years, and that 100 proof is not, it's a very easy drinking 100 proof. So I think you could really find whether you are somebody new getting into the cigar and spirits game, or whether you are an old hand, I really think that WhistlePig Piggyback would really do you a service, and I'd give it 91 whiskey stones out of 100. I hope you have enjoyed this episode as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. Please leave me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, notify, so you know when I drop new content. I am going to have a kind of a infomercial, whatever you want to call it, unboxing. I've got a new affiliate that I'm doing affiliate marketing for, and I've got some stuff coming in that I'm going to kind of showcase. Should be in this next week, and I'm going to do a live feed and video for that, and I know you're going to love it. I've got some great pairings and some great content coming up, so be sure to stay tuned. You can find us pretty much anywhere: Pandora, Amazon Music, even on the Amazon shopping app. You can put Sticks-n-Stonez in there and find it. Spotify, Apple, Google, Spreaker, which is owned by iHeartRadio. There may be a lot of you that listen to the iHeartRadio app, so you can find me. That's their podcast platform, iHeartRadio's. So you can find me on Spreaker, and then Spreaker carries to a whole bunch of other platforms as well. So, and you can find me on YouTube, even though this particular version here, this is a podcast, you can still find it, and it's carried over there by Spreaker. So you can find me anywhere that you need to find me. There is no reason for you to not be listening to these episodes. Be sure to go to the website, Sticks-n-Stonez.com, STICKSNSTONEZ.com. You can find episodes there, my latest blog posts, a link to the Amazon store with show merchandise. I happen to be wearing my Devastator Skull workout shirt today. The Devastator Skull is my own creation, and you can find it on the Amazon store. And then you can also find links to all of our affiliate partners, various discounts or sales or whatever they might have going on. We do marketing for Carhartt, Greg Norman, Huck, High Performance Fishing Wear, Total Wine, Cigars International. Be sure, if you want the spirit or the stick, there will be a link in the description that will take you directly to Cigars International, to the Sticks page, and you can order it from there. And there will be a link to take you to Total Wine's page. And if you have a Total Wine locally, or you are in a state that Total Wine can ship to, you can have it delivered directly to your house. Man, it can't get any easier than that, can it? They'll send Sticks and Cigars, cigars and whiskey right to you. Doesn't get any easier than that. Please support all of our affiliate partners. We greatly appreciate it, and so do they. But until we get to spend some more time together, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold, and have a great day.
I was born in a flood, made a mess of my mouth, nothing left.